In this video, I'm going to share with you how to stand out in a sea of service. When I first started my white label WordPress development agency, I was competing on price in a very crowded market. Today, we're going to learn how to stand out from your competition and to avoid competing on price. Hey, my name is Mathew Jackson. I'm the host of the Trailblazer FM podcast and proud to be a Cloudways Maverick. Today, I'm going to share with you exactly how my agency stood out from the competition, and I'm going to share with you the script for my explainer video that netted hundreds of thousands of pounds in revenue. Before we do that, let's describe where I was. In the early days, I served everyone. I hid behind the logo of my agency. I thought being a generalist or jack of all trades was a badge to wear with honor. Any authority I had really relied on a very sparse portfolio. I was so often stuck in a race to the bottom. I didn't understand the value that I had to offer, and as a result, my value was attached to time. That all changed when I niched down, stopped hiding behind the brand, spoke the language of my target audience, demonstrated my authority, and learned to stand out from the crowd without using price as the common denominator. First, let's share with you my story. Many moons ago, I launched a white label WordPress agency. We were called Angled Crown, and our focus was to convert the designs that designers would do into fully functioning WordPress themes. This meant that a designer could focus on design and then pass on all of the technical work to us, and we would do a great job. We were really proud of our work. However, when I first started, it was just me. Like I said, I didn't understand the value that I had to offer, and I was stuck on places like Upwork competing on price. Some people were charging $100 for a design to WordPress conversion. You can imagine very soon trying to compete at $100 or more is pretty difficult when there are so many people out there. After quite a few months where I nearly hit burnout, I eventually realized the maths would never work out. I wouldn't be able to earn enough to eke a living for me and my family, nor would I be able to develop a business that could sustain itself and grow. Something had to change. I knew one of those things was my price. I knew also it would be the target audience that I went after. But to do that, how would I be able to stand out when so many people could offer the same service for so cheap? So I took a step back and looked at all of these competitors, and I listed the problems that they have. The problems that my target audience would have when using them. That would range from things like poor quality work, projects abandoned, spiraling costs because no brief had been set, or no ongoing support later on down the line. I realized that agency owners couldn't buy that sort of protection or that sort of quality at a few $100s. Therefore, I chose to build my service and my brand around those key areas. Based on that, I developed a script for an explainer video. We rebranded and we focused on large agencies that had a lot of work they needed to turn over for very important clients. They needed that work to be done to the highest standard. They needed it to be delivered on budget, on time. They needed the code to be excellent quality. They needed the after support to be there. They needed to know that we were not about to disappear overnight. These were all pillars that we could build our brand on and really stand out against the competition. Our value went up exponentially, and we were able to quadruple our price and of course quadruple it again, because starting off at $100 was ridiculous. One of the things that changed it all for me was being able to put that into a really simple explainer video. And I cringe whenever I watch this video. There will be a link down below in the description for you to go ahead and watch it. It's me in a suit thinking I needed to look, important in a suit, but the script was the magic. The script touched all of those key problems with the lower cost providers, and it set us up as the solution or as the hero. People wanted to connect with our brand. I mentioned at the beginning that we were called Angled Crown. Well, at first we were called Lee Jackson Dev, as you will see in the video. But the moment we launched that video, it changed everything. We were able to grow rapidly and develop a much more formalized agency around the brand of Angled Crown. So what we've done below is transcribed it for you so that you can take inspiration from that video. It was responsible for converting countless agencies who would arrive on our website, watch that explainer video, and then fill in an initial contact form for more information. If you learn anything from today or from my old video, there are two key takeaways. Number one, when you are trying to stand out in a sea of service, define the problems that your target audience has with your competition. You'll also find they're probably not your competition. And number two, set yourself up as the hero, as the solution to those problems. I was able to find out what those problems are, build my brand as the solution to those problems, scale, charge a decent amount, make a profit, and was eventually able to build an entire empire upon it, which is now the Trailblazer FM podcast, the event, and so much more. So let me know in the comments, do you feel like you're struggling to stand out in a sea of service? What are the key takeaways you've had from this video? I would love to know. Whilst you're there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a like, hit the bell notification icon. In the description, there's a special link to the agency resource pack, which is full of stuff to help you grow your agency. So be sure to check that out. Folks, if we don't see you in the comments, why don't we see you in the next video?